welcome to the second episode of the Bring It In podcast with a special guest.
Hello. Hi, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you asked me to join in because I love podcasts and this is going to be amazing. So I'm really excited.
It's good you're excited. This week's a bit different for me because out of my comfort zone because we don't actually know each other.
I know, yeah. So we're friends of friends. We've seen each other a couple of times, but we don't actually know the ins and outs of each other's lives or anything. So this is good. This is good raw content.
I will bring up, do you remember the first time you met me?
Oh my gosh, no.
So you was drunk.
Don't bring that up. Come on, no. Like, I've got my Stitch jumper on. I'm ready to be sensible Molly head. Don't bring up the drunken. So I don't fully remember, but I think I insulted you, didn't I?
You didn't insult me. You moaned at me. So it was in Spoons. I think I was meeting you, Charlotte, and that, and it was in Spoons, and you were talking, and you were moaning at me because I couldn't guess what job you did.
Who can guess what job I do? Like, I've always got a different bloody job, so. Like, I can't believe, I'm sorry, but look, here we are now joining each other on a podcast, so
trying to get our lives together.
I know, one piece of the puzzle at a time, what is going on with life, but that's a whole nother story.
This podcast's been like a bit of fresh air for me because
yeah, so why don't you tell everyone the reason why you started this podcast, because I would love to know as well.
So the main reason is because one, it keeps me going like every day. So on my phone I have a list of things or like topics we can talk about, and I make sure every day that I can add something to the list.
Her away, don't worry. Sorry.
That's right. So in your back I can see your mirror and someone
can you? I was like, try not to talk, like leave the room, don't come in.
Yeah, so I have a list. So every day I make sure I add something to it, even if it's something small, something big. Just keeps my mind going.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, have a conversation with someone I'd like. This is quite uncomfortable for me because I'm not the most social person. I'm not social and doing a podcast. Yeah, it makes sense. And because I don't know you, like I've been like stressing out because.
Oh no, have you really?
Just because that's who I am, and like when I was with Charlotte last week, I was like comfortable because I know who she is. Like she knows about me, so I didn't talk about myself much because I was like, well, she doesn't want to listen to that again. And I didn't expect like someone I don't know to be like, oh yeah, I'll join in, like if you need. And I was like, So I'm just loving the whole like trying to set it up because I've got people like sorted for the next few weeks.
Oh, that's exciting!
Really
that's
exciting.
So good. Yeah.
It's quite like heartwarming as well.
Yeah.
Because like people are actually interested and want to talk.
Yeah, of course they do. And I think because you're such a nice guy, and even though I don't fully know you, I know that you are a nice guy. I think people just want to help you out and join in on the bandwagon. And while there's nothing going on in the world, I think people want to, like creative people want to be creative or want to have someone to talk to. So I think this podcast is such a good idea, and I love the name, by the way. And you did mention it in the first one that you called it Bring It In because it's like bring it in, let's have a hug.
Yeah,
it's so nice, and I love that. And I just saw that you've got a new intro logo going on, which is new. Episode 2, new intro logo. Love it.
Fingers crossed that you see this at the start. You see the intro at the start.
Oh, I love that. No, it's so good. Did you go on Fiverr?
Yeah.
Love it. I would love to be able to create my own, but I'm just not
that creative.
Yeah, that's too much tech for me. I can't. I could probably do like text word art and put Molly, but other than that, I can't do anything.
Make it look snazzy and snazzy.
Yeah, no, it looks lovely. So well done. It's going to be really good, I think.
If it's not at the beginning of this, I've had a mental breakdown. I've stressed out, and I've just been like leaving it.
Do you know what? Let's start over. Let's put it in the bin. Done. No, it's really good, and I'm excited for you. It's so exciting doing a podcast. I think it's such a fresh thing to come, isn't it? Like, they've been around for a while, but I think they've just become popular because people are like going for more walks or have got more time on their hands to listen to their headphones, or they just put it on while they're doing the washing up because it sounds like they've got a friend in the room. So I think podcasts are such a good thing, and it's good that you started now, because
start of lockdown.
It's just gonna grow.
Because when people listen to podcasts, they listen to like all like the famous ones. It's like, none of my friends have a podcast where I could just sit and talk. Like, so if I wasn't doing this podcast now, I'd probably just be texting someone or whatever, when I could just be having like a face-to-face with them.
Conversation,
and
this is my first ever podcast I've ever been on, so this is exciting.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I'm just
I mean, I think so. I love it.
As long as that it says recording in the corner, I don't care.
Yeah, as long as the red button's going and we're talking, I think we're fine. But no, it's fun. It's fun. So you've said why you started it. So maybe tell us a little bit about you, Jack, because give us. I know it's really awkward when people, like, when you do those group building things, people say something interesting about yourself, and you're like, what? But just, I don't know, give us maybe 5 things about you.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm an alcoholic. Nice.
I mean, I did first meet you in Wetherspoons, hun.
You were the drunk one. It's 5 things about me. I'm 24. I'm from Kent, from a good seaside town. This is where I don't know if I should say where I live, in case
I mean, people could hunt you down. Maybe just say Kent. That's a good...
By the sea.
By the sea.
I have a dog named Buzz.
Oh, what dog do you have?
A Bichon Frise cross something.
Are they the ones that look like teddy bears?
He did when he was like a puppy, but now he's a bit like scruffier. I think it's like Bichon Frise cross Jack Russell.
I love that. Oh, I love a dog. Oh my gosh, look. This is my cup today. Disney dogs.
This is my cup today. Jack.
Love it. Keeping the Christmas thing going.
He's called Buzz after Buzz Lightyear.
Love that. Yes.
Bless him.
You need to get another one and call him Woody.
This is all I wanted for Christmas. I was like, can I just get me a puppy? Like, we're in tier 4. I'm furloughed. Give me another dog. Or I'm like, if I buy a dog and bring it home, what are they going to do? What my parents? They're going to be like, I'll kick it out. I'm like, no.
You can't. If you kick the dog out, you kick me out, hun. Get a dog. Do it.
They say, get out then.
Yeah. Oh, and then you're like, oh, turn up at my door if you like. I'll let you in.
Well, would you let me in or the dog in?
The dog. I mean, I've got a dog. I've got a black pug called Prince, and he's literally my child.
I've met Prince.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have at the beach. Yes, you have met Prince. Love that. So I feel like dogs are such a good little friend to have during this lockdown, because they get you out every single day, and you have to get up in the morning. They're just like a reason to keep going, aren't they? As cringy as it sounds. It's basically just like, I've got to get up in the morning, I've got to feed my dog, I've got to get outside because I've got to take my dog for a walk, I've got to be normal because I've got a dog
keep you
to
on
look
your toes
after.
Keep you going.
Yeah, literally. So if it's not a child, it's a dog, and at the moment it's dogs. Definitely no kids anytime soon, so keep the dogs coming.
So I live at home with my mum and dad. I have such a little basic setup here, but it's quite easy. I never realized how easy it was just to set it up. Because I was like, so I decided to do this just before Christmas, and I was like watching loads of YouTube videos how to do it, and they were like, just get on Zoom and you just click record. That's it.
Love that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You got yourself a mic, didn't you? So
the hard thing is if I have another person, if there's 3 of us, I can only record for 40 minutes and then I have to restart the recording. Otherwise, you just have to pay for. You have to pay for like the Zoom Premium or whatever it's called.
Oh no! So they find a sneaky way to like charge money, don't they? Yeah. It's like WordPress. For my blog, I have like a standard thing where I pay a certain amount, and then the other day it was like, oh, to do this you need to upgrade to premium. It's £87, and I was like, are you joking? £87? Like, whoa! You're already taking my money. Like, chill out. I didn't know Zoom charged, so that's cheeky.
I know. Right, I'll put a pin in that blog because obviously I want to talk to you about that in a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
But yeah, when doing the research, it was just like, it just seems so easy, and it's just, if like I said earlier, just talk to your friends face to face. Like, it's like I've got company. Like even like I've started just doing video calls with anyone, like not recording anyway, and it just feels like you have company. Like I could just do that, like watching telly or something, and then but still have someone talking to me.
Yeah, exactly. I listened to this new podcast from these YouTubers that I watch, and they just started it the other week, and they described it as having like two friends in your back pocket.
Yeah,
and it's literally that, isn't it? It's just a nice little, just listening to other people chat, even though you're not involved in the conversation. They could be talk because we're young, like the conversations that we have, other young people kind of have, and it's just nice to be relatable, isn't it?
that's like with the podcast. Like sometimes you do feel part of the conversation. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do, and you find yourself going, "Oh yeah, I've got a dog. Yeah."
Like you're laying in bed, listening to this, look to your left, you see your dog. Be like, "Oh, we'll go for a walk."
Yeah,
you're watching this now. Go for a walk with your dog.
Yeah, exactly. Get outside and go for a walk. Take in the fresh air. I'm such a believer of like fresh air will clear your mind.
Yeah, listen to us first though.
Yeah, listen to us. Keep us on. I don't even know how long podcasts normally last. It's normally about 40 minutes, an hour, isn't it?
Also, I try to like always be like, get to 40 minutes as a base mark. Then it's like good, solid listen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because otherwise it's too short, and otherwise it could go on too long.
Yeah, I don't want it too long because then it'd be like too much information or too much waffling.
I think some people might see how long something goes on for, and if it's more than an hour, might be like, oh, I've not got the time for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think your last one was a good length of time. Loved listening to you and Charlotte. Fab. Loved it.
More about me? Yeah, so I'm currently furloughed for the last.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
It's just a bit naff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm grateful that I am furloughed. Like I've still got a tiny bit of income coming in.
Yeah.
And you know, praise the Lord, I still live at home, but I am trying to save up to move out, and it's just
tough.
It's just like I can't go online and buy stuff anymore because I've got to just save my money. I can't go out for dinner anymore. I miss going out for dinner.
No, that's why I just keep ordering food. It's awful.
I mean, when you texted me this morning saying you've got a McDonald's breakfast, and the last podcast I saw you had a McDonald's, I was like, does he get McDonald's every day? If he does, I'm not judging, but
not every day. I haven't woken up. So we're recording this at 9:30. I haven't woken up early in months.
Yeah, okay.
Christmas Day is like the proper, but I wouldn't really count that. And I woke up this morning, I think, should I just message it? I'll be an hour late today because I want to have a little fly in.
Was you going to tell me you was going to be an hour late? That's why you're saying no rush, it's fine, because you want to sit and eat your McDonald's ham. There's me. I was getting up in the morning. I was like, I look so tired. I need to put concealer on. But I love it. If you're up early, definitely get a McDonald's breakfast, because I'm not going to say where I live, but I live close to you, but not that close to be able to get Uber Eats. Like where I live, there's no takeaways, and it's so heartbreaking. It's probably good though, because otherwise I'd be getting the question is, what do you get from McDonald's breakfast?
Right, so I got sausage and egg McMuffin meal with an orange juice.
Yeah, love that.
And I got sausage and pancakes.
Love that. So I have two go-to orders. It's either sausage and pancake with extra sausage, because we all love the sausage.
Yeah.
Or it's the sausage and egg bagel, added bacon, extra cheese.
All the toppings.
All the toppings, and always get hash browns, because if you don't like those hash browns.
And I put the hash brown in the McMuffin. So.
Yes. Did you see that for KFC at Christmas, they were doing the hash brown chicken burger, and they made like the hash brown into like a dip, and they poured the gravy in it, and then so it's like a gravy hash brown. I never got it, and I really wanted it, but because there's no KFC near me, I couldn't get it, and it was heartbreaking.
Got that on Uber Eats as well?
Oh, look at you with your Uber Eats. I feel like all I've got is like 2 curry houses and a Chinese.
Nothing wrong with Chinese.
No, I know. Do you know what? I'm more of an Indian girl than Chinese.
I'm a really fussy eater. So.
Are you?
Yeah. So like,
if I get fruit and veg.
I eat fruit.
All right, okay. Well, I suppose you can get your 5 a day from fruit, so I'll let you off there.
The only veg I have are actually the little capsules.
Oh, the Juice Plus capsules.
Yeah.
That's the only veg you have. Well, I suppose at least you're getting your veg, so that's a good way to get your veg intake. The little plug there to Juice Plus, but you know,
Kira will be happy.
shout out to Kira Stewart if she's listening. I hope she is. I
Hope-
mean, I picked the berry ones for my skin, and I couldn't live without them, to be honest. So I've got really bad skin, really bad acne. It's something that I've hated and struggled with all my teenage life. And as I get older, I'm like, is it going to go yet? Like, is this just a teenage phase? Like, why is it not leaving? And I've tried all skin products. And then I started the berry capsules and it all started to clear. Like, I do still have really bad skin now and then, but it's if I added it to my routine now. So it's such a good intake to just, I feel like it's part of the mind as well. If you convince yourself that something's going to happen, it might happen.
The placebo effect, is that it?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's the word. I don't know if that is, but I love it.
Yeah, I think it's like, if I give you this tablet, a sickness tablet, you won't be sick. So in your mind, you take it and be like, oh, I will not be sick. I will not be sick. So it's like mind over matter.
Yes, that's the one. Mind over matter. Exactly.
Fancy words.
I know. Look at us.
That wasn't even pre-planned.
Not scripted. No, I love it.
So you obviously said that you're furloughed. What is your kind of job you do?
So at the moment, I work for a company called Keepers Cottages, and I do their admin, social media and marketing, like write blog posts for them. To be honest, my role is varied. Like, do you know when you go to a job and they say this is going to be your role? I've kind of gone to this job and I have about 700 roles, which some I don't do that great, which I just feel like, I need to find a job where I know this is not the year to be searching for that job. And I've kind of been beating myself up about it because like each day I'm like, oh, I probably should find a job which I think I'm good at. Because like, do you know when you just don't feel like you're good at something even though you probably are? You kind of just let yourself down a bit. But
when no one I like a bit of reassurance from time to time, like someone you're doing all right. Thanks.
Yeah, even though you shouldn't necessarily need that. You shouldn't need to, like be spoon fed, like you're okay, it's fine. And like my team do support me, but I kind of just want to be in a job now where I know I'm only young, I'm 23, but I just want to be in a job where I go to work and I'm like, this is where I'm meant to be, and I want to get to that stage. So at the moment, I'm only 23, like I said, but I've had about 5 different jobs since I've left university, and it's just like just trying on these shoes until one fits. I do love my job. I love writing blog posts and I love taking pictures and stuff like that. And the cottages on the that we represent are stunning. And occasionally,
you imagine yourself living in them. Like, do you go?
Yes,
you go there and be like, oh my god, I'd put this there, that there.
Yeah, this there, and I'm always like, every time I go to a new one or see a new one, I'm always like, I would do this like this, or it gives me ideas for like my dream house because I have Pinterest and I'm currently planning like each room for my future house, and I'm like, oh, that would look nice in this room, and that would look nice in that room, and it's giving me such good ideas, but I do want to find that job, and it's just when, I'm a big believer in it's who you know them rather than what you know, which is kind of a shame because you go to university or you do courses to learn things, but sometimes the reality is you have to meet that person to get that break. So if you're out there listening and you want to take me on,
you're an actress, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I don't know why I said well then. I should be confident. Like, yes, I am.
Yeah, because I did my research. I watched quite a few of your videos on YouTube.
Love that. Thank you.
Little research of trying to get to just trying to see what the type of person you are, and you're extremely positive, and I love it.
Oh, thank you.
My favorite video has to be the Budapest.
Oh, that's a good one, to be fair. Do you know what? That boat party in Budapest was one of the best nights of my entire life. I was buzzing.
I got glitter on my face.
Oh my god, yeah. That became the anthem. Do you know, on holiday when something becomes like the anthem? I went downstairs on the boat and I was like, this lady was doing glitter and all the girls were upstairs and they don't want glitter on their face. It's just me being stupid, immature, young Molly. And I was like, can I have some glitter on my face? And she was like, yeah. put glitter on my face, and I went upstairs and I was like, I've got glitter on my face, and then it just became the anthem, and so cringy to people that are probably listening or they've watched it and they probably thought, what is she doing?
Oh yeah, the people listening now are gonna be like, what the hell?
What the hell is going on? Not to plug, but Budapest vlog on Molly BXA, go watch. No, it's a good one. That one's got one of the most views on my YouTube channel. I think people go into Budapest. I know when we was going to go to Budapest, I went on YouTube and I typed in like Budapest vlogs. People want to see where to go, don't they? So yes, that was a popular one.
I tried to stay away from looking at the views from the first one, but I just kept having a look. It's not the views.
No,
I was looking at the watch time. So
so how many people stayed on? Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't, honey, don't. Honestly, don't look at views. From what I've learned, I know YouTube is completely different to podcasts, but from what I've kind of learned doing it a little bit, you shouldn't look at the views. You just really shouldn't. You should just do it because you love doing it, and you do. So that's good. You've got the right intentions.
Yeah, like a few people were like, "Oh, so are you going to try and get money out of this?" I was like, "That's not the idea." Like,
not the idea, yeah, and that's a good place to start. Yeah. So if you go into it thinking, "Oh, I want to make money," then it's, I mean, if you work hard, you could make money. But if you go into it being a humble bumblebee. I mean, don't we all want to be a millionaire? Let's be real. But you've got good intentions, Jack, and I think you're such a humble bumble, which is so good. So
humble bumble, love that.
Humble bumble, I love. I might get that tattooed on me. Humble bumble, or like humble bumble. I need to stop.
Walk around, that'd be
like humble bumble. Are you a humble bumble? That's quite a good idea.
Just going to a club and that's your dance move.
Oh yeah, I mean, I miss club. I didn't even go out that much, but I miss clubbing. It's got to that stage now where I just want to dance.
That was the thing when I was watching your Budapest vlog, like just seeing everyone with their friends and like drinking us.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know whether you feel this, but now when I watch telly or if I watch something and I see people in like crowds, I'm like, my mind thinks that's not normal. Like they can't do that.
2 meters.
Yeah, you're spreading corona.
Or
it's so weird.
When someone walks into a shop without a mask, I was like,
yeah, you're like, whoa. Or you're like, this must have been filmed before. It's like we're in a different world now, and it's like this must have happened before the wave of corona hit us and tried to destroy our lives.
So, because you're an actress, what would be your dream acting role that you?
I think I've said this before, but you'll probably laugh at me. Do you know Disney do the remakes, like the live animation remakes? Yeah. I would love to play Moana.
What? Oh, I love
Do you love Moana? See, look, we can be bestest friends now. I would absolutely love to play Moana. And I just think, if you're listening, producers out there, just hire me already. I will be the best Moana there will be. Just let me be Moana. I feel like as I've grown up watching Disney films, I've seen all these Disney princesses and I'm like, can't relate. Moana comes along and I'm like, yeah, she's a badass female boss. Let me be her.
With a pet chicken and pig.
With her pet, yeah. Prince can be my pig. And I love the beach. I'm like, just get me to the sea. I can't sing that great, but let me just go for it, So that would probably be my dream role. And if it's nothing to do with Disney, which people always say to me, Molly, everything can't be to do with Disney.
It can.
It can. Thank you, Jack. Probably to be in an Adam Sandler film because his films just crack me up and I love them all. And I'd love to work with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. That is like the dream. Or with Julie Andrews in like The Princess Diaries 6 or something. That would be great.
I was actually watching Moana the other day. So I think it was like Friday night and it was like midnight and I just couldn't sleep. So I just chucked it on. Recording myself singing and sending it to like Charlotte.
Oh, send it to me next time. I want to see. It's just such comfort, isn't it, in like those films? It's just you can just put it on and just chill and you just know that everything's going to be all right.
So, not gonna lie, I did try and do some digging on you to try and find out some things.
Did you?
But I did ask Charlotte and was like, oh, can you send me some like embarrassing things? And she was like,
no.
So she sent me a few videos. I can't play them. I'm not gonna play it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. What has she sent you?
I'll show
Was
you.
you like, I'm trying to get dirt on Molly, let's get the dirt out?
So what I did, I looked through your Twitter.
Oh my gosh, that's so old. I never used that. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
You have 6,131 tweets.
Oh gosh, I'm so embarrassed already. It's probably about Harry Styles or like.
I looked through them all.
You looked through them all. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed already. I want to scream.
Some of your things, unbelievable. You're
no.
such like a vibe. Right. Do you still sleep with a fluffy unicorn?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So that was 19th of November 2017.
Oh my gosh, it's so old now. Like the unicorn used to have a gold horn and now it's all white and manky. And oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
On your Instagram, I'm pretty sure you had pink hair, didn't you?
Pink hair?
The other day, I swear you.
That was the filter. I would love to have pink hair. It's a dream.
Yeah, 4th of March 2018. I really want pink hair.
Still do. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. You're just looking at my Twitter and it's just, do you know when people read out something that you've written, it's always cringy. Yeah, Even if I wrote a tweet last night and it would be cringy if you read it out today.
Everyone just go through your Twitters and look at whatever you put in the last few years. So your Twitter.
Yeah, go back. If you've got Twitter, go back to about 3 years, keep scrolling, give yourself some entertainment of your cringeworthy tweets of 2010.
This one was quite heartbreaking.
Oh gosh, oh no.
March the 21st, 2018. I'm so rubbish at Mario Kart now.
No, I am. And my boyfriend's a sweat at like games and he's so good. And I think we found it and we started playing and I was just so rubbish. And Rainbow Road, like.
Oh, it's great.
I can't do Rainbow Road. It stresses me out.
Mario Kart and Animal Crossing go-tos.
Oh yes. Animal Crossing. Do you have Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother podcast.
You tweeted again about wanting pink hair.
Oh God, did I? Oh gosh.
Right, this is my favourite tweet.
Oh no.
June 20th, 2018. Yesterday, someone came into the bakery and asked for something wheat-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. She's diabetic. I offered her water.
I remember that. That's when I worked at the Lane Bakery. Oh God, did she come in? She's like, I'm dairy free, wheat free. Don't want to sound rude to anybody that has all those allergies, by the way. Put that out there.
Just like kicking you off.
Someone comes for me, but I was just like, I can't give you anything. I don't have anything dairy free, wheat free, sugar free, egg free, milk free. I'm sorry. God, I sound like such a bitch.
So your Twitter then brings me onto your blog. Your first ever blog, 5th of February 2019. I want to know, why did you stop? Because you stopped for such a long time.
I did. I stopped. And the thing is, I always have, at the beginning of the year, I feel like when it's New Year, you're like, okay, I'm going to write my goals and stick to them and it's going to be great. I think last year, did I start it last year? I think last year my doorbell just went, so just ignore that. Someone's going to answer it, but if you can hear barking and noises, that's that. So I started the blog and I had every intention of keeping going. And like I said, I paid for my blog, so I paid for it, wrote down everything that I wanted to get right. And then I think life just hits you, doesn't it? And then I was also wanting to do YouTube videos, and it's just finding that balance that I never was able to find. So then this year I was like, I've got all the time in the world. I want to keep going. I want to do something continually. That's continually. I said that's not a word. Continually. I wanted to do something continuous, and that's why I started the happy newspaper type thing, because I thought if I say I'm going to put an issue out every 2 weeks, I have to put an issue out every 2 weeks. So like a commitment. And obviously if 1 week I'm having a breakdown and I can't, I won't. I'm not going to put pressure on myself, but I wanted to give myself a little goal, and that's why I did that.
Because your last week started your new one, PositiviTea.
PositiviTea. I feel like that is quite annoying now, isn't it? Or I don't know whether I've said it too much in my head, but I don't want people to get annoyed with me going PositiviTea, or like on my Instagram stories, like PositiviTea. Like, shut up, Molly.
I'm annoyed you didn't take my suggestion, but it's all right.
What was your suggestion again?
Brew-TEA-Full.
Oh yeah, Brew-TEA-Full. I love that. No, I love that. Maybe one issue I will call Brew-TEA-Full. Or I'll do like an edit on a picture saying Brew-TEA-Full, shout out to Jack. Yeah, no, last week I started it. Planning next week's already. And like you with your podcast, it's just something, like you say, each morning you write something down, like something that you've got in your mind. And that's kind of what I do as well. Like on my notes on my phone, if I've seen something I like on the internet, or for instance, next week, one of my best friends who I was at uni with, really good singer, she put on her Instagram the other week her singing for church, and she's a black artist, and her voice is so soulful and just amazing. I was like, literally saw it and I was like, can you do me a special song for my blog for the next issue? She was like, yes. So I just, whenever I see things, I just write it down on my notes, and my notes take up most of my storage on my phone because I just write down anything. It's even got like shopping lists on there of like milk, tea, sugar, and boring stuff like that. So my notes are just my go-to like notepad. So I think I just went off topic then. Sorry, I'm rambling.
That's good. We like a ramble. Ramble, is that the right thing?
Ramble? Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got next week's blog done already, or
not completed? Haven't completed it, mate. Just it's in nearly finished. I also have to take pictures for it as well. I want to make sure there's lots of visuals as well as words.
I've come up with a YouTube idea for you.
Oh, I love it. Go for it.
So, in the blog, you say you recommend to like make something or do something, and it was the oh my god, the candle wax.
Yeah.
The brownies, were they?
Yeah, the Yankee brownies. Yeah.
I reckon you should do then a YouTube video of you actually making them.
Okay, yeah, no, good idea. I need to have more ideas for YouTube because I really want to keep going, because like that's another thing that I've just started and stopped, and I hate it when I start something and don't finish it. I'd like to, not that it's gonna finish it completely. I just want to keep going. And while I've got this time on my hands, I just don't want to create content for the sake of creating content. Yeah. So I need to, but I do love baking, and I think lockdown, everyone's become the next great British baker, haven't they? So I do love baking, so I will do some kind of baking video, I suppose. But
because when I'm reading stuff like, oh, you should do this, like in my head I'm like, how long will it take? So if you had a video to go with it, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's only like an 8-minute video, 10-minute video, and you like just showing how to do it. I think that would be quite helpful for some people.
No, yeah, I think I will. I think I'll do that. I mean, sometimes it doesn't come out great, like my bakes don't come out great. But I suppose that's just life.
You can lie on camera though. You can be like,
yeah, it's one I made earlier. Pop to the London bakery and get some of their goods. No, thanks for the recommendation. Put that down on my notes.
I've got another YouTube video for you, but.
So, I love it. You can be my manager if you like, Jack, because you've got all these great ideas.
So I literally just lay in bed and I'll be like, all right, I've got an idea, and I'm like, right, I've got to write down, because otherwise in the morning I wake up and be like, right, what was it?
You won't, yeah, exactly.
So I want to know what motivates you and makes you proud to be you.
Oh, that's such a nice question. I think it's quite hard to find motivation sometimes. Because without going into it too much, my home life's quite stressful, and I think I try to make sure everything else in my life is not stressful, or not. I try to find motivation and be positive. I don't force myself to be positive, and I don't want to force positivity on everyone else. But I think just trying to find happiness where you can is so important. And I think, am I going off topic now? I don't think I've answered the question. I think, yeah, because of my home situation, I think that motivates me to keep going in other aspects of my life.
Because you're very, like, that's what I said earlier, like on your Instagram, everything you post is very positive, it's very uplifting, like it's motivational. Like if I like you take a picture of you on a walk, I'd be like, oh, I need to like get out or something, because I'll just be like sitting
You're allowed to sit in bed and scroll if you want to, though. You know, I'm not. You do you.
I'm just like, oh, I need to get out sometimes because, like, at the moment, I don't know if the weather is awful where I am at the minute.
So cold, isn't it? It makes you just lose all motivation to get outside. But I think I went outside yesterday morning and had my coffee outside, and it was freezing. But it was so nice to just, the first thing to do in the morning was to just be outside in my garden. Technical problem there, you know, these things happen. We move.
If I've left that in, what you've just seen, it's because I've stressed out, gave up.
You can do it. You can edit. Come on, you got
Started
this.
it, had a meltdown, left it. So I'm hoping this next thing will work. So I couldn't bring the Disney Queen on without doing something Disney related.
Oh, I love this.
Talking about Disney. So I'm really hoping this works.
Oh, have you planned something? Oh, this is exciting.
That's the wrong thing.
This is a great way to start my Monday morning.
Right, so
oh,
can you see my screen?
Started screen sharing. Yes, I can.
We're going to do a little Disney film tier list.
Yes, love this. It's Disney, bitch. So good I cried. Amazing vibes. Classic. I'm not upset, just disappointed. They tried, they failed. Haven't seen. Love this. Love this, Jack.
I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm going to be honest.
So are you going to drag each film into their tier?
Yeah, so it's quite a few, but we're not going to do them all. I've sort of like... Okay. I have watched quite a few Disney films in the last few days. Disney Plus.
Love that.
If you're watching this now, ignore the camera because I know I am lagging like hell. So like,
just listen. Don't necessarily watch at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not taking
everyone join in as well.
Yeah, I'm not taking any credit for this. The only credit I writ the tears, like it's Disney, bitch. So good I cried. I writ that. The films that here.
Oh, okay.
There are about 100 of them.
Oh wow.
So we're not doing them all. The first one I think is Toy Story 1.
Right. Okay. I think everyone should join in as well if they're listening. Have a little think. I think Toy Story 1. I was talking about tears last night with my boyfriend as we was watching WALL-E, because WALL-E was rated number 1 on Pixar, and we were like, "Is it the best?" Really? So we rewatched it to kind of rejig our mind. It's very cute, but I said Toy Story is definitely up there with. It's Disney, bitch, I reckon.
Right. What do you think is better, Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2, actually. I prefer Toy Story 2 to Toy Story 1.
So do I. This is why it's on there as well, Toy Story 2. But I can't put both of them in the top.
On the same one. Right. Okay. So maybe Toy Story 1, So Good I Cried.
So Good I Cried.
Because, you know, I did cry.
101 Dalmatians.
I mean, it's a vibe, but
is it amazing vibes?
Not amazing vibes. Maybe classic, because it's a classic. This is going to be quite hard for me to, you know, rip off.
This is
what... I'd say 101 Dalmatians is a classic.
Bug's Life.
Bug's Life. Oh, I love Bug's Life.
I watched this yesterday.
What's your opinion?
I think I shouldn't have watched it because...
Oh no, really?
Because I think watching like years ago, I always had like good memories of it. I always had like, like little toys, and then now I was like, oh, it's a bit, you know.
Oh no, watching it as an adult, sometimes you shouldn't rewatch it as an adult. Keep those good memories intact. So, okay, so what are you going with?
I could say I could say I'm disappointed.
No.
But what are you thinking?
I was going to go with classic.
Classic. I can justify classic.
All right, okay.
It is a classic to me years ago.
It is, yeah. Childhood memories.
Little Mermaid. I think maybe.
Amazing vibes.
Amazing. I haven't actually seen it.
What?
I know.
Why have you not seen it? It's got some of the best songs, like "Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my, kiss the girl." Why have you not seen Little Mermaid? That's your homework. You need to watch Little Mermaid.
Amazing vibes, yeah.
Amazing vibes. You need to watch Little Mermaid after this. I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie.
Lion King.
Oh yeah, it's Disney, bitch. But people do say Lion King's very overrated, but they need to just get alive.
People aren't hit.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that used to be one of my favourite films, and I cry so much. The story's actually so sad.
I haven't
think
watched it in ages.
Rewatch. That is one that you won't be let down by. You'll probably cry even more as an adult. I think So Good I Cried.
So Good I Cried.
Because it is so good I cried.
Monsters Inc.
Oh, it's Disney Bitch. For me, it's definitely Disney Bitch. That's actually my favourite Disney film, I think. I can't really pin one down as a favourite, and I get asked that all the time. But I think Monsters Inc.
is up there.
It's just up there, yeah.
Toy Story 2, we agree that's Disney Bitch.
It's Disney Bitch, definitely.
Finding Nemo. No, this is Finding Nemo, not Dory.
Classic, I think.
Classic. Oh.
What do you think?
What's better, this one or Finding Dory?
Oh, Finding Dory's Finding Dory is haven't tried, they failed. They tried, they failed. I mean, because Finding Dory, it was kind of a bit of a waste of time. Not gonna lie.
The best bit about Finding Dory, I learned that octopuses have 3 hearts.
Oh,
it came up in a quiz question, in a Zoom quiz question. I was like, yes.
There you go. It comes in handy.
Dumbo.
Oh, So Good I Cried.
Right.
And have you seen the live action?
Yeah, it was well sad.
It was so sad, wasn't it? It was brutal. But yeah, So Good I Cried, I think.
The Incredibles.
Amazing vibes.
Amazing. Oh, what? I think.
What do you think?
I would have gone for So Good It's Cry. I cried.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't cry at Incredible, but I mean, sometimes you can cry because it's so good. That's probably what that is. I mean, we could put it in So Good I Cried.
But let's see where we fit. I think Incredibles 2 is on this list, so we'll have a look.
I like Incredibles 2 better than Incredibles.
Chicken Little. I haven't watched this. God,
I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
because I can't remember it. I'm like,
I think it's about the sky falling down, isn't it? And I think, that's all I remember from it, to be honest.
I think this is Cars number 1. Yes.
Cars. Oh, do you know what? I used to not really rate Cars. Rewatched it.
Yeah, watched it the other day.
Love it so much. And I was supposed to be going to Disneyland California February next month. We won't talk about it because I'll cry. And they've got a whole Cars land, and it looks sick. It looks so sick. And yeah, that's the end of that conversation. But let's say Cars, it's Disney Bitch for me.
Right, now you watched this one recently, WALL-E.
Oh, I watched it last night. Amazing vibes.
Amazing vibe. Oh, so not the
What
best.
do you think? You're not the best.
I'd have gone classic.
Oh, we can put it classic actually, because it is a classic.
We'll see where I put other ones first.
All right. Okay.
Ratatouille.
I love Ratatouille so much. I think it's just because it's like Paris themed. It's about food. I love food. I think it's just, I love Ratatouille. I think amazing vibes.
Amazing vibes, yeah. Jungle Book.
Classic.
I haven't actually. So I haven't seen it. I watched it once and I fell asleep during it.
Oh, you can't be a true judge on this if you haven't seen the films. You need to do your research, honey.
This is why I sort of like put films I have seen in the top.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, I see one that I didn't mean to put there. Up.
Oh, I love Up so much. Up has a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I definitely think So Good I Cried.
Very good. Yeah, that's as high as I can put it.
Oh, do you not love it?
No, I like it, but it's not one of them. When I look at the top 4, I'm like, I can watch them over and over again.
Okay.
And not get bored.
That's a good way to think of it, actually. If you look at the top tier, you need to be able to watch them over and over again. I think with Up, I love the relationship of Carl and Ellie more than anything.
Yeah.
And it's
relatable.
It's cute. Without her dying, like, I don't want to relate to that, but
Spoilers.
I guess spoiler alert. I mean, if you haven't watched it already, you need to watch.
Right, Toy Story 3, I think this is.
This is the nursery one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bonnie. Amazing.
The only reason I'd put it in Amazing Vibes is because when they're all holding hands in the furnace.
Oh yeah, and it's like
die.
The world is going to end. I literally thought the world was ending when that was happening.
Even though that's
Very
not Amazing
emotional.
Vibes, but yeah.
Maybe let's go classic then.
Classic. Just because they almost died. Cars 2. They tried, they failed.
They tried, they failed, I think. I mean, bless them.
The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, that's so sad. Have you watched that? I feel like you haven't.
No.
It's sad, isn't it? And the little boy in it is so adorable. I just want to cuddle him up. I think it's not really a classic, is it? But it's not Amazing Vibes. I
put it in classic just for like the middle ground, because I don't want to put it. I don't feel like I was disappointed watching it. I think you've frozen again. So as we stare at Molly's frozen face, let me just pause. How do I get back onto the screen?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna wait. I will be back in a second. Woo! Technical issue. We love that.
Technical issue times 2. Molly's Wi-Fi is very rubbish.
Could be mine. I'm using a different laptop today, so it could be that.
Oh, it could be Jack actually. Let's not pin it on Molly just yet.
Blame me. It's easier. So the Good Dinosaur. I'm okay putting it in classic.
Okay, yeah, let's go classic. I could do this forever. Put these films.
I know this is why I had to like limit a certain amount. Inside Out.
I mean, you look like you don't like it.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
Oh, it's dreadful. You go for it. It's dreadful. Oh no. This is one that I've rewatched recently, and I've thought, oh my god, it's so clever. I love it.
You know what? I just hated it.
You know what? Go on. You can put it in. I'm not upset.
I'll put it in. I'm not upset. Just disappointed. You don't.
Oh god, no.
Well, I'm going to just pick and choose.
Okay.
So Finding Dory. They tried. They failed.
They failed. Yeah. Come on.
Let me just shove Moana at the top.
Yeah, go on. Put Queen Bee up there.
Incredibles 2, you said was better than
Incredibles. So good I cried.
So good I cried. Toy Story 4.
I mean, do you know what? I loved it, but it's not Disney, bitch.
No.
I think.
Is it better than Toy Story 3?
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's better than Toy Story 3, definitely. I think it was a nice humble bumble ending.
Amazing Vibes.
Amazing Vibes, yeah. Let's go Amazing Vibes.
Frozen.
Oh yeah, I think it's so good I cried.
Just for the songs.
Yeah, it's just for the songs. But Frozen 2 is actually one of my favourite Disney films. I would say Frozen 2 it's Disney bitch.
Oh no, I can't do that.
What? You don't like Frozen 2?
It's not. I don't like it. I don't think it's as good as the others up there.
Oh my god! Have you watched the making of Frozen 2 on Disney Plus?
No, I haven't. Does that?
No, you need to watch it before you slate it. Watch it because it's very good, and you'll cry and you'll love it, and then you'll love Frozen 2 even more.
Right. I'll do one more. Monsters Inc. University.
Amazing Vibes.
My camera's just gone off for some reason.
Oh, did you click a button?
Maybe I did. So
I think Vibes. Yeah, that's a good tier system. I think.
So, I'll take. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of it.
Go on, take a picture. I will take a picture as well, and then what I'll do is I'll put it on my Instagram and see if everybody agrees. They probably won't.
Yeah, start World War 3.
It will start World War 3 over on the Insta.
Have you got it?
Got it.
Right, let me click stop share.
I'm so sorry that you're having loads of technical difficulties today. I feel like it's my fault. And
No, it's because. So what for the first podcast, I used my brother's laptop.
Yeah.
I was going to use it again for this one, but he needed it for today.
Oh no.
And I was like, no. And I'm using my old laptop, and it's really slow.
Oh no. Is it a HP?
Yeah.
Harry Potter. What is your thoughts on Harry Potter, by the way? Are you a Harry Potter?
This brings me back. This brings me on to.
Oh, moving swiftly.
This is for another YouTube video idea for you.
Love it, love it.
A Harry Potter character tier list.
Oh yes, that's a good one. Do you know what? We can do that together if you like. Do you like Harry Potter?
I love Harry. I've literally watched them. I watched them all this month, and about 3 months ago.
Love it, love it, love it. And I love it at Christmas time when they're all on. Favorite one for me, Goblet of Fire.
I really like the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, that's a good one. I think that's my boyfriend's favorite. Goblet of Fire, though, when they do the tournament and you know, good old Edward Cullen is in it, and Cedric Diggory.
What's your favorite quote from Harry Potter?
Oh, I think probably one of Hermione's where she's it's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Just the absolute sass.
Yeah, so sassy, and it's so cute. Like watching like the first ones back as a grown up.
Yeah.
It's so cute looking at them like being so young, and like they're just adorable, aren't they? Especially Ron, and Ron's bae anyway. But like he's so cute in the first one with his little ginger hair and his fringe, and it's just so little. Love it.
My favorite quote is from the Half-Blood Prince. It's when if you don't like Harry Potter, you're going to be like, what are they?
If you don't like Harry Potter, stop the podcast right now, reevaluate life, come back.
Go spend all day watching them.
Yeah.
So it's when they're in the library, it's Harry and Hermione, and Hermione goes, that's, oh my God, what's her name? I think it's Vermilda. That's Vermilda. She's trying to sneak you a love potion because she thinks you're the chosen one. And Harry goes, I am the chosen one.
Love that. Oh, I love that's such a random one, but it's so nice to like rehear. What house are you?
I don't actually know. I've never actually done
the test.
I feel like I have. I just forgot.
You need to go on wizardingworld.com, do the test, and it was the most truthful. It's like the OG thing. Like you can't just say I'm Gryffindor without doing the test, because if the test says you're Ravenclaw, you're Ravenclaw.
You're Hufflepuff.
So right? I'm Hufflepuff. Love that. I was so happy. I did want to be Gryffindor. Like inside, I was like, give me Gryffindor. But then when I got Hufflepuff, I was like, yeah, take it.
Who's your favourite character except for like Ron, Harry, and Hermione?
Luna. I love Luna.
Or Neville.
Neville in the last one where he's like stepping forward and then Voldemort's like, oh, and he laughs at him, and I'm like, no, Voldemort, don't laugh at him. Let him say his piece. And now look at Neville, like he is blown up 100%. So
glow up.
Luna. I love Luna. I love the name Luna as well. I've got it in like kept it in my head for like a little girl's name for the future. Luna.
I've got Nevaeh is my girl's name.
Nevaeh, that's such a nice name. What's your what was I just gonna say? Oh my God, it's literally left my head. That's not good.
We're talking about characters.
Yeah, what's your favourite character? Sorry.
Dobby.
Oh, Dobby. Yes. When Dobby dies as well, spoiler alert. But when Dobby dies, oh, you might as well just put a knife in my heart right now.
Dobby is a free elf.
Yeah, like leave Dobby alone, everyone. It's so sad. I do love Bellatrix as well. She's a fierce bitch, and I love that. Even though she killed Neville's parents, but we won't talk about
that. Harry Potter character tier list would be
yeah, that's a good one. I need to start doing these little nerdy YouTube videos because I always think people don't want to watch that.
But that's your personality. You do what you want, not what anyone else wants.
Exactly. On again, the 100th digital glitch we had today.
Look, literally, all yesterday I spent like looking at curries, like laptops to get.
Yeah. New laptops are life changers. So if you stayed with us until now, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Hopefully it should feel smooth and normal. But
yeah,
find out soon. Last thing I want to talk about is your goals and like what's your opinions on like resolutions.
okay, so to be honest, this year I think people shouldn't go too hard on themselves, and I'm a massive like cheerleader in the fact that I don't think people should use lose weight as their New Year's resolution, because that shouldn't, if that's going to help your mind, then fine, go for it. But I think this year especially people should, because the rise in like mental health and like anxiety and stuff like that is just risen, and I just think it's so much more important to just look after yourself.
And the
So
thing with like lose weight, if you want to do it, don't wait till the new year to do it. Just do
yeah,
it. Just
yeah, I think people just want to lose their Christmas weight, and it's like, eat what you want at Christmas, and then maybe don't eat so much after Christmas, and then, you know, get outside, go for walks. For me, I haven't really got
do you
major
remember
needs
yours from last year?
from last year. I think um, it was to go. Oh, I
I've got it.
can't remember.
I've got it written down.
What, yours?
Yours, because I
Mine?
found it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how do you remember?
It was on your it was on one of your videos.
Oh my gosh, wow, go for it, tell me.
Yours was just to start of 2020. You just wanted to walk more.
Yeah, yeah, I think I did that. I definitely did that, 100%.
Definitely, lockdown helped you there.
Lockdown helped me with that. Oh, please, I can tick one off. That's great.
So, what's your do you have like goals for this year?
So my main goal for this year is to just, apart from just getting through it, I think it's to keep, this is going to sound really, really cringe, but to keep my creative juices flowing as much as I
Yeah.
can. So like keep up with my blog, make some more YouTube content, get more creative with like my pictures on my Instagram, because I love editing, like not like making me skinny. I don't
Yeah.
do anything like that. I love editing, like making it look fun and sparkly and stuff like that. I think that's just my main goal this year, is just to keep creating as much as I can. And I'd also like to read all the Harry Potter books.
Oh.
That's a goal, because I
I'm,
haven't, so
I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant about resolutions because I just remembered something.
go.
Feel free to, if you don't agree. What not? Why is my camera keeps going off?
Yeah, you keep leaving me.
So the one for people, I've written this down because I wanted to rant. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they
but
do.
but they underestimate what they can do in 2 or 3 decades.
Yes.
Nobody
Yeah.
does that. No, that does a long term, like 10-year goal. In
Yeah.
2010, what were you doing?
Exactly. I think 2010, I was, oh God, that was how long ago? 10 years ago. I was 13. I was at school.
And do you reckon when you were 13, you set your goals as you'd complete uni, you'd get a job?
No, not at all. I didn't even think I would go to university. So,
Exactly. And like you completed it. Well, you did uni in London, was it?
yeah, moved to
You lived in
London.
London. Like, if you look back, like people need to stop going like from 1 year. They look at last year and be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
so disappointing.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah.
10 years, what you've done in the last 10 years,
No,
it's
that's such a good point,
positive.
Jack. Yeah. You just got
Like
to,
a way to look at things.
yeah, it is. And just be grateful for what you're doing, and like reevaluate your situation and say, actually, I've done quite a lot. Like give myself a pat on the back. And everyone, give you're like, you know, the fact that you've done so much in 10 years.
Right. Don't get me wrong. It's good to have like little short term goals,
Yeah.
but having 1 year is not gonna
Yeah.
change your life. You build up to what changes your
Yeah.
life.
I remember last week listening to yours and Charlotte's, and Charlotte talking about her resolutions. And I remember her saying that she wants to save 8 grand for a house. And like, obviously, I want to save as much money as I can for my house. But when she said that, I thought in my head, gosh, I just can't even think about saving that much money this year whilst being on furlough.
I
And,
know.
you know, I'm trying to do as much as I can to get money at the moment, like selling everything in my room, just get rid of it all. And I just thought, whoa, like it just goes to show that everyone's got different mindsets, haven't they? So that's
People
her
need to
goal.
stop being so hard on themselves.
Yeah,
It winds
exactly.
me up when people like have this massive list of like resolutions and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't do this. I've stopped this one. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't think I could do it. Said
Yeah.
it for a few years then, so there's no pressure on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You can't expect to like drop 3 dress sizes in a year, or well, unless you know
I am
completely.
trying.
So you don't need to. I just think people need to, just make your goals a little bit smaller for the situation that we're in, like as well. At the moment, we're in lockdown. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we can go and do everything we want to do and see the people we want to see. So yeah.
Last couple of things. I want to
Yeah.
know, are you watching anything at the minute?
Just finished watching Bridgerton on Netflix.
Is it any good?
Oh, I love it. Do you know what? I love that kind of like period drama style.
I've had someone told me they hate it, someone told me they love it.
Oh, really? Okay. So my mum watched it and she told me to watch it, and I watched it a while ago and watched it all. I loved it. It's very raunchy, but you know what? I'm here for it. I love it. Who doesn't love a bit of sex and drama? So, and the main guy in it, the Duke, is very dishy, Sexy Simon. So I loved it.
Is that what they call him, or is that what you call him?
That's what I call him. So I watched that. Me and my partner finished Sabrina last night on Netflix. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Love it, love it.
Just reminds me of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
It's basically like a remake of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but it doesn't replace her, if that makes sense. Like the OG will always be the OG. She's just a new gal. And we also finished watching The Crown, which is it's a massive jump from Bridgerton and everything else, but I love The Crown because I loved
this whole thing. This last thing is like a little test.
Okay.
But it's not. You'll see. If you could be any animal in the world that's real, what would you be? Don't explain. Just say.
Okay. My favourite animal are actually sea otters.
So you'd be a sea otter.
I'd be a baby sea otter. They hold hands so they don't drift apart when they're asleep.
Other than sea otter,
Yeah.
what would your second animal you'd be that you'd want to be?
Maybe an elephant.
An elephant.
I love elephants. I think they're great.
Oh no, I feel so bad.
I know, why?
What? And third animal that you'd want to be?
Oh gosh, a monkey.
A monkey.
Oh,
right.
no,
So apparently, I saw this on another podcast, and I thought, you know what, I'll see what happens.
Oh god.
So the first animal you choose is what you see yourself as.
Okay, so see a baby sea otter. All right.
The second animal you choose is what other people see you as.
Elephant. Oh shit. Great. Do you know what? They probably do. Let them think it. I'm an elephant.
You could be Dumbo.
Oh, yeah, I can be Dumbo.
And the third one is what you actually are.
The monkey. Yeah. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it, Jack? That says it all.
I just had to ask that because
I mean, I couldn't ask you that now in reverse because you know.
No, because I know.
Yeah, so.
I think that brings the. I don't know how long we've been recording because.
I don't know. I feel like it's only been about half an hour, but looking at my phone, I think it's been about an hour or longer.
Right. So I think that will be wrap up. Thank you very much. I've been Jack. She's been Molly.
Thank you.
Join me next week for new faces, new opinions, new minds to unlock. I've been Jack. Thank you very much. Oh, you got it recorded.
I've got it. Do you know what? I've got power here. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and all of that.
Oh, Jack. Yeah. Oh, that was meant to do at the beginning. I was meant to be like.
So I'm saying it now for Jack. Don't forget to follow, listen, take us on your dog walk, take him anywhere. Just make sure you listen and love and like and share the support. Thanks so much. See you again next time. Well, I won't, but Jack will. Yeah. Bye. Thank you.